I'm here with Ryan Garrett. He is the youth pastor at First Baptist Thomaston, Georgia. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Been there 2 years. And, man, just been sharing some awesome stuff about his ministry and what he believes needs to happen. You told me a great statistic, man, that half of the world's population is what?
25 and under.
25 and under. Man, what a huge... So we got to figure out, if we're going to reach the world, we got to figure out how to reach people that are young.
That's right. Well, it's scary to think, and it's exciting to think that the world's population is 25 and under, and youth ministers are a dying breed. And I hate to think that youth ministers are taking their jobs as youth ministry just to take it up to the next level to be a pastor somewhere. Because if half the world's population is 25 and under, why wouldn't we go reach them? Why wouldn't we want to stay where we're at? You know, and so I think about what we need to do as a church, and man, students are in the biggest mission field they'll ever be in, as high school and middle school. And
your passion is students. I mean, you're not looking to be a pastor or whatever. That your purpose in life is to reach that generation. What are they looking for?
Man, they're looking for. I think one of them. One thing is they're looking for passion. They want to see someone who's real, and they're going to stick with them, and not just because the average tenure for a youth pastor is 18 months.
Yeah, right.
And so if they're going to be gone in 18 months, well, someone else will just come in. So they want to see passion, and they want to see consistency. They want to see someone who's going to be real with them day in and day out, and they're going to speak truth to them in love, just like Jesus did. I mean, it's a truth thing that. What does Paul say in, I think, Ephesians, that you have to do it in love? Yeah. And so as we do that, that's where relationships are developed, and that's where people are going to be changed. And
you can only love them so much from behind the podium.
Exactly.
So you're opening up your life to these kids.
Yep. Man, we have kids that come over to our house on day-to-day basis. They're coming over to our house and just hanging out and playing Xbox. I've got a couple of guys on Friday nights. That is cool. Man, Call of Duty, and they're on my TV just playing it up, killing each other, you know. But hey, we're developing relationships, and they're coming over, and then out of that they're staying a little longer and asking questions. Yeah. And say, you know. And then I'll say, you know, what'd you think of church Wednesday?
They're opening up to you.
And then they're going to say, well, this is what I'm dealing with. And you know, they have a hard time doing that at home because, you know, mom and dad, they're having struggles of their own. And,
right.
So,
what about, tell me, I want you to share with the folks that are listening some of the cool things that you've been doing and seeing, like where you've taken some kids out. Yep. One-on-one. You meet with them, 30 minutes a week? Yep. And now you're seeing some turnaround. Tell me about that.
I've been one of my biggest fears in student ministry is that a kid will get saved and no discipleship happens. I think that's why there's so many adults who are baby adults. Yeah. They would say they're 35 years old, 40 years old, walking around in church, but they still have spiritual diapers on because they haven't grown any. And so when a student gets saved, my number one goal is to disciple them and try to have adults love on them, and even myself disciple them. And right now I'm discipling 7 students, and we meet for about 35 minutes a week just to talk about their quiet times, their struggles that they're dealing with, home life, school issues, anything like that they want to bring to the table. But I think one thing that Jesus did, he used discipleship as encouragement. He encouraged them to follow him more, and he encouraged them to love on himself and get to know him better. So when I look at that, I make sure that they're having their quiet times. And I started them off, and I said, okay, I just want you to read a chapter of the scripture a week, just a chapter. And we always start off with James, because James is 2.5 pages long. It's 5 chapters, and man, they read
they're
it,
done.
they're done. And so we come back, and I say, okay, go to John. And John is 21 chapters long, and so they read John. It takes them 3 weeks to read. And man, so I have 2 students right now, Nate and David, and actually Matt just finished up. He's a 9th grader. Just finished up, and Nate and David are seniors, and when they finished up reading through the whole entire New Testament, and they read at least a chapter a day, they finished up, and I told them, okay, you've done that. Now you need to go disciple someone.
That's awesome.
Nate is discipling a guy, and Dave is discipling 2 guys right now, and man, and it's disciples making disciples.
Yes,
and that's what it's about.
That's what it's about, man. Well, man, kudos to you. God bless you.
Thanks so much.
Great ministry. Thanks for sharing your passion. And I pray it connects, because we're here at an awesome place.
Yeah, man.
At the lake here.
Cruise with fishing here in a little while.
That's right. Got to. There's fish. Cruisewiththecause.org. I've been talking about it all week. You guys check it out. Meeting some great people just like Ryan here. See you on the internet.